So we finally have some gasket maker. We can finally put this thing back together. It is Monday morning. I didn't get to it Sunday. I actually got to my yard, so it was a little overgrown. I had to do that first. So we're gonna get going on this. I'm gonna clean up a couple more parts before I get started, and then we'll finish throwing this thing back together. So yeah. And all my parts are cleaned up and ready. Got all the old gasket off of here. Off of here. Then I went around with the carb cleaner and I cleaned up all these areas. One thing I did is I took my finger and went around it to make sure all the oil is removed. As long as my finger sticks and does not slip, that part is ready for its gasket maker. And I have checked all these. Good old carb cleaner will clean that up real easy and really quick. Fingers sticking everywhere on this, ain't slipping. We are good to go.
So I know I said it was Monday night. It's no longer Monday night. It's Friday night, and I'm out here, or Monday morning, come back out here on Friday night, and actually finish this thing up. Busy week, kind of worn out, but we got out here. We got to put it back together. I still got a few things I got to get done. Got to torque down the bolts. I want to put the gasket maker on there. Just kind of tighten the bolts up a little bit, let that gasket set, and then crank them down. It'll give me a better seal, and it'll last longer. There's a few. I'm probably not going to record. I'm going to replace the speed sensor here. That's right there. Fairly simple. That's could have been part of the problem with the transmission. Looking at these gears here, clutch plates, all these guys here, I've seen really anything wrong with them. They all look pretty good. I mean, they look like they had some decent life left into them. Just a little bit of wear, not much at all. So I'm going to assume. He told me when I bought the car, he thought we were taking it right to the junkyard. I said, no, I want to fix it up. And he told me, well, wait, the transmission, it does this, that. He said when you're driving and it's accelerating, it accelerates really high and then finally shifts. So that was one or two things. My main thing, speed sensor. It tells the transmission, hey, revving a little high here, it's time to switch gears. So that was my main concern. I think the next problem is the fluid in that thing. It just was so dirty, so clogged. And if that's that dirty and that clogged, your transmission filter is not going to look any better. So obviously it wasn't going to flow through the transmission that it needed. So one or two things happened. Sensor went out, or it had to build up pressure before it could change that gear. Obviously need pressure in the transmission to switch gears. Don't have enough pressure, it ain't switching anything. So, woohoo! We got this thing back together. I'm ready to start rocking and rolling here. She's looking good. I'll probably end up cleaning it up once I get it back in. So I gotta gotta get the oil pan tightened back down, and yeah, I'm gonna tighten all that crap up, and we'll get rocking and rolling. One thing I will state is this little breather here. Make sure that thing is cleaned out before you put a transmission back together. If that thing is clogged or it can't breathe, you're gonna have leaks. This transmission, it builds pressure. It needs to relieve that pressure, and if it can't, it will find another way through all your little gasket to release that pressure. Stop myself real quick. Talking about building up pressure, and it's got to relieve pressure. And I'm tired. Okay, so basically the transmission fluid has to build up pressure inside the system for it to shift properly. The case itself doesn't need to build up pressure. That's what that's for. If you build up pressure inside your case and it can't release, then it'll leak all outside of here and find the easiest way out. It'll find your weakest spot and blow right out of that. So that's a little better explanation. I know I said I was going to replace the speed sensor. That might be a little confusing because that does not tell you how fast you're going down the road. That's actually the job of this guy right here. That guy connects into your planetary gear system. Right there. She's right in there. And it monitors that and sees how fast it's going. That planetary gear, as fast as that move, is as fast as your tires are going. Really unique how that works. Without the planetary gear system, you would actually not be able to turn. Obviously, when you're driving, outside tire has to move faster than the inside tire as you turn. If that wasn't possible, turning wouldn't be possible. So you have to drive in a straight line. So, a quick explanation of what's kind of going on, what I got left. I'm going to finish this thing up. I'm going to throw it in there. And hopefully, hope I get some sleep tonight. I don't think I got much other than that. We'll talk about gears for a minute. Let me grab a couple of these guys. So basically, these gears here, it ain't gonna be perfect. I got a big old mess here. These gears go together like this. You got your gears, got your brake, you got your plates. I shouldn't do videos this late. Anyways, they're locked together. Basically, one's like a brake pad, and one just kind of connects into the gearing on the outside. What happens with transmissions a lot of the time is, as it rotates, this has got to catch the outside of your your gear, and this got to catch the inside gear. If this padding starts to wear out, it won't catch that metal like it's supposed to, and therefore won't shift. The pressure builds it up basically, and what the pressure of the transmission fluid does is squeezes these together, locking it up, allowing you to switch gears. So that's kind of how that works. Again, these didn't look too bad, just a hair bit thinner than what I got, but really I didn't see too many problems with that. So we'll go ahead and get this finished up tonight, get this ready to go back in, and then I am going to go to bed. Thanks for joining me, guys. Hope you learned a little something today. Thanks. Side note again. I'm gonna finish this up, I swear. Another good thing I like making these videos. You know, this is my first transmission I'm doing. I haven't done many. This is my first one. I haven't done many. First one. I watched plenty of videos. I did as much research as I could before I tore into one. But I also have a lot of years experience tearing crap apart in the motors. So I want to step my game up a little bit and tearing the transmission. Obviously, I've done a lot of research. One thing I do like, if you're going to try this on your own, get your phone out, record the process of tearing this apart. And the reason I tell you this is these gears have to go back in the exact same way they came out. All these grooves go back in the exact same way. If you don't put it together the exact same way, your transmission will not work. So if you decide to do this on your own, you want to try it out just like I did, grab a phone, video recorder, whatever you got, and record your process. And that way you can look back on that and see how it came back apart. Because dude, there's no way they're gonna grab all these guys. No way how all these guys back into that transmission. It's just not possible. I can't even remember all that. All right, so that's my final note on this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you guys next time.